Aloha and good day, friends and yogis. I'm Nicole Spirit. We're here with Puka Dog and Puppy Finn, and today's class is called 1111 Magic. I'm wearing my wisdom wear, 1111 shirt with the flower of life, sacred geometry, and this comes from a dear friend of mine, Amira Atlantis, and her company is called Wisdom Wear. So you can find crystal infused clothing. It's infused with Andara obsidian. And it just radiates a new magic and intensity in your clothes. Super awesome. So let's do a magical class today. We're going to arrive on our seat in Sukhasana, easy pose. Make sure you have your most colorful, fun, floral pants on. I'm just joking, of course. So just find a comfortable seat. Maybe when you arrive, you pull your sitting bones behind you. And I'm just going to ask you to tune in for a few minutes. Just notice what's going on with your breath. Notice what's going on with your mind. And notice what's going on with your physical body. There could be all kinds of disconnection, and we want to try to bring ourselves into this really beautiful space together. So we're sitting in this beautiful pose. Notice your spine. Notice if there's any collapsing in the shoulders. We can take our shoulders and bring them up, back, and around with a few shoulder circles. And notice that while you do this, you get this nice elongation in your spine, up and down. And then we're going to settle with our shoulder blades, relaxing gently. And then just taking a couple of moments to close our eyes. We're going to place our hands over our heart. And for a couple of moments, we're going to think about what 1111 means. We could have a special little wish or association with it. Maybe we make a wish when we see the time as 1111. I have a great book actually called 1111, and it's by Solara. And they talk about how the magic of 1111 is depicted as though you're going through two giant pillars, and as you enter the two pillars, it's as though you are going through a gateway, a portal. And as you walk through the portal, it's where time and space and energy and everything is very, very different than how we know it in the third dimension. It's basically, as we say, like a fifth dimensional energy. It's like everything is connected with love and light. And if you've ever heard of Lemuria or Atlantis, it's almost like we're in a more heavenly place, not necessarily right in this moment, but in our heart, like not physically, but in our heart, in our mind, in our soul. We bring ourselves back to like a perfect state of being like living heaven on earth. And as you're walking through the two pillars, you get to another set of two pillars, and that concludes your portal experience, and that's another 11. So the other description of 11 is that, I know it sounds weird, but it's a spiral. The spiral is the most important shape in nature. And so we have the two energies of 1 and 1, and then in between is the unknown. It's the spiral. All right, I've said enough. Release your hands, whatever's happening right now. Hopefully you've created perhaps a smile on your face and just a good attitude. Remember your mantras, especially for difficult or big energies, changing times. My favorite mantras are, I'm safe and free. Repeat it after me. I am healthy and happy. And perhaps the most important one, I am loved. Good. So let's just find our seat. We notice how we feel here. We're going to just start to open up a little bit through the side body. We're going to take our hands to the sides. This is called seaweed spine. Noticing that your spine is moving laterally or side to side, or if you kind of think of it like seaweed, it's getting this really neat motion in the side obliques and in a different way than moving back and forth or even spiraling into a twist. Good. Then we're going to plant our right hand down, take our left arm up and over, open through the chest a little bit, look up at the sky, maybe smile a little bit at that energy that's happening right now. Is it a full moon, a new moon? What's going on? And then we're going to release that hand down, bring your right arm up and over. Big inhale and exhale. Maybe you draw the navel in just a little bit. Maybe you open that right shoulder, and you might even gaze up at the sky. Just feel this stretch and this nice opening in your neck. We've got 2 hibiscus open today. We've got Arthurian lily hearts open today. Good, and then we're gonna spiral gently, come back to center. So as we're sitting here, let's take a moment and float our right leg out behind us. This is called deer pose. You can readjust your sitting bones. And I love the reminder that the deer is the animal that represents our heart. So this is a nice stretch. I want you to sit up tall, notice what's happening. My right cheek is coming right off the ground, so I'm gonna try to balance things out and just get to a place that doesn't feel like any strain, and it just feels comfortable. And then we're gonna take our arms and float them out in front and go to the left. Big inhale breath and exhale as we float the hands down. Get that nice gaze over your left shoulder. Notice how you're feeling. Take a deeper breath. Finn, don't eat the blanket. I know there's a hole there from when he was a puppy. Good, then we're gonna come back to center. Take a moment, inhale. Smile, let go of something, and then we're gonna come over to the right. So for a couple of moments, I want you to just think, have you ever tuned into 1111? Has it been a magical number for you? They also say that repeating numbers are angel numbers. So if you think of 1111 as a repeating angel number, that's super cool. Look over your right shoulder. Good, then let's float back to center. Take a couple of moments and switch the legs. Bring the right leg in now, the left leg out to the side. So yeah, just for a couple of moments, ponder 1111. Does it have a lucky association with you? Do you like numbers? Do you have a connection with numbers in another regard? Maybe you like number sequences too. I always really loved 4, 5, 6. Not sure why. So your hands are on your knees. Just stay for a moment, nice and tall. Notice the sinking, that balancing, that releasing of the left hip down, and noticing that your belly is drawn in and up, and you've got this nice space where you feel good. You're noticing this deep stretch in the knees. You can always back off. Remember ahimsa, which is the Sanskrit word that means non-harming. So we remember that with our mind and also our body. Arms out in front, inhale, exhale, turn to the right. Just notice the subtle difference with having your legs in this configuration. This time you're also gazing over your right shoulder, staying up nice and tall in the spine. And I always love the encouragement of perhaps having a gentle smile behind the eyes, behind the mouth. Come back to center, a big inhale breath. Exhale, turn to the left this time. I like to catch my right fingers into my left thigh. You don't have to get all the way to the knee. Gentle, please, guys, as the dogs rake their claws down each other's little faces. No, Puka. No, no. And then come back to center. Good. Okay, we're going to come off of our seat now. Come onto your hands and your knees. Wag your tail a little bit, side to side. Think about if you have a tail, a fairy tail. Good. Come back to center. And then we'll do some cat-cow. We're going to lower the belly, lift through the head, lift through the hips. Take a big breath here. Feel like a cow in your belly, your udders are coming down. And then exhale and we'll round back up. We're going to suck in the navel towards the spine. We're going to lift through the upper body. You might even prop up on your fingertips. And I love rocket cat. So bring your hands back down, curl your toes under, and we're just going to lift a little bit. So it's almost like a half downward dog. You can stay with the knees on the ground. Rocket cat. One more breath. Good. Then we're going to release the knees, hands back under the shoulders. If you find this bothers your wrists, you can always come down into Sphinx arms. See how this feels for you today. Good. And depending on where you are, just find a nice, comfortable place. All right, we're going to look forwards. We're going to take our right foot and bring it up between our hands. Walk, step, jump. Place your foot between your hands. And then just do a little bit of a seesaw here. So we're going to bring our knee forwards, our right knee, and then we're going to straighten our right knee back. Just see how you feel here. No big deal. This is a great stretch for walking, running, anything that you do that's using a lot of legs. And then we're going to leave our left hand on the floor and take our right arm and spiral it up to the sky. If this feels like too much, leave your right hand on your right hip. We're going to take one more breath here. No strain or pain, just noticing your core is engaged. Noticing this nice reach of the arm, maybe wiggling the fingertips, and then gently we'll lower that right hand back down. Good. Let's gently take our right foot back, and then we're going to bring our left foot forward. So walk, step, jump, place your foot between your hands, and let's just do that little seesaw motion for a moment. This is a wonderful hip opener. This is really good for getting into places if you want to do the splits, the front splits. Good. And then we're going to pause with that left knee bent. Hang out here if you like. If it's available, place that right hand down, and we're going to spiral up that left arm to the sky. Big inhale, exhale to lift. Option as well to just keep the hand on the hip if this feels too intense. And if it's available, the arm reaches up, maybe we wiggle the fingers. Tune into your core. I know that sounds weird, but what's your belly doing here? Are you smiling? Good. And then let's take a breath and release down mindfully. Excellent. Let's take a moment now. We're going to bring that left knee back. Heart to earth pose, puppy posture. We've got a 6.5-year-old puppy. We've got a 2.5-year-old puppy. And we've got you. How old is your puppy? Remember that we have an inner child energy, no matter who we are. So an inner puppy energy. So for this one, remember you leave the hips up, arms stretch out in front. I forgot to mention, if this is your first class, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome. So this one, again, as much as you can, you're gonna lower your chest towards the floor. This is a deep, deep stretch, especially in the shoulders and neck. Your forehead can stay down to the earth. Breathe, you leave your hips up. Another variation is lifting the chin, only if that's available. Let's take one more breath here. This is also called heart to earth pose. Anahata is the heart chakra, and it's called Anahata Asana. That's a lot. All right, slide forwards. We're gonna arrive on our arms and Sphinx arms, elbows pulled in. Coming into Sphinx, we're gonna lift the ground away from us, or lift our chest. Push your hands and elbows into the earth. And notice what's happening with your chest. Are you a little bit sunk here? Or can we continue to push the ground away? Push the pelvis into the floor. And for any gentlemen, make your right adjustments. Just make sure you're comfortable. And then noticing what a deep low back bend you're getting here. One more breath. And if it's too much, you can always sink back down. But I just like to notice the difference between our shoulders hunched up and our neck nice and long, and we're reaching out in front. And here's a beautiful place for me to remind you what the words from aloha mean. Akahi, kindness. Lokahi, unity. Olu, olu, agreeableness. Ha'aha'a, humility. And ahonui, which is patience. Good. We're going to push the ground, or release our chest. I was going to say push the ground away, but not quite yet. Bring your arms out to the sides, prop up on your fingers, and we're going to come into a low cobra here. So inhale, start to push the ground away, lift yourself up. Again, a little bit of a low back bend, and then we're going to exhale and lower back down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale and push the ground away, and then exhale and lower back. Excellent. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. Curl your toes under, and can you power up to plank? I know that it feels really good when you say, I am strong, you feel your core, and you push the ground away, and you arrive in chaturanga, plank pose. Your hands are directly under your shoulders, and you've got this nice place where you're holding the body. All right, this is a variation that you can do if you would like to add in a bit of core strength. And if you're feeling like this is way too much on your arms, you can lower down into the Sphinx arms again, into bent elbows, okay? Let's do 4 lifts of each leg, just a couple of inches. Lift the right foot and the left foot. Maybe even engaging through that backside, through the booty. Last one. And then pause. Good. Now bend your knees. Send your hips up to the sky. Walk your feet in, maybe just a tiny, tiny littlest bit. I'm gonna tuck in my muffin top. Good, and keep the chin down now. Keep the knees nice and bent. Send your hips up to the sky.
And then gently start to lower your heels. Lift and lower through the heels. Walk the dog. Deciding how much skin to show you today. Walk your dog. Good. Now gently start to walk your feet in towards your hands. And then pause for a moment like you're going to lift off into a handstand. And then gently we're going to roll the body up to standing. As you arrive, adjust your clothes, find your feet under your hips as close as touching, and we're going to come into Tadasana, mountain pose. So lift the toes, relax the rest of your body, and breathe. And just for a couple of moments, nowhere to go, nothing to do, see how you're feeling. Notice if this energy of 1111 is something that you can tune into in a very powerful way, almost like it's a good luck charm, okay? And the good luck is that this kid, come here, is licking the other guy. Nope, stop, stop. Lie down. All right, this is when the show goes terribly wrong. Just joking. All right, so we're gonna take a moment and now just find a place where we can just breathe for a couple of moments. We're gonna take our arms up overhead, bring your feet a little bit closer, bring your hands together. Good. We're gonna do a lateral bend to the right. You can clasp your hands together and then stand up nice and tall, lateral bend to the left. Good. Open your arms, step your feet a little wider, and pause in star pose. If it's available, raise up on your toes, raise your arms a little bit, and just imagine that you're a star having a temporary human life. And I want you to pay attention. If 1111 has been a big number for you, when will you notice it next? And can you make a wish? Lower your heels down, arms out at the sides, bend at the elbows. Big inhale breath, exhale, we're gonna do 3 squats. Exhale to come back up. Inhale down, exhale up. Excellent. Arms float out to the sides. We're gonna turn our right toes out to the side. We're gonna come into warrior 2. Look out past your right extended hand, warrior 2. Excellent. Straighten your front leg. Big inhale breath, bump the hips to the left, reach your right arm long, and then lower down into triangle. Trikonasana. You can look up, you can look out to the side, or look down. Excellent. Then we're gonna lower this left arm down to the floor and place your hands on either side of your foot, and you're gonna lower your left knee to the ground. Take a deep breath. If it's available, release the left toes, come up, and we're gonna twist to the right. So we bring our elbow to the right side of our right knee. And you can look up to the right. You can also take your right hand and encapsulate your left palm, or your left wrist, fist, I should say. Good, and then come back to center. Release your hands. Then we come into devotion. We're gonna lift up our arms and do a little back bend, just to your comfort level. Exhale into that back bend. Inhale, come forwards. Now this is a tricky transition. Not even sure if I can do it today. We're gonna start to draw our right knee in, and we're gonna come up into our half moon pose. So right hand reaches in front of your right foot. We're gonna push off the back leg, and maybe this is it for you today. You've just got your back foot on the floor. If it's available, we open the whole front body and we come into half moon. Okay, so you lift your left foot. Now if this is tricky, do it against a wall. Right fingers are reaching down. Right toes are pointed in the direction of the fingers, and then the left leg and arm reach up. See if that's available. If not, we have a block under that right hand or something else. Good. Release left foot down, release left hand down, and we're gonna walk our hands to center. Nice, wide spread legs. Head is below the heart, you're breathing. Now this is a variation, you don't have to do it. I like it though. Take your right hand and place it on the floor and come up to a spinal twist, reaching your left arm up and over. Again, option to just have your hand on the hip. Then we release with the exhale, replace your left hand from your right, and then we're gonna take the right arm up and over. Again, especially on an exhale, we come into that twist. Then release. Good. Then we're gonna bring the feet a little closer together, roll the body up to standing, bring the arms up overhead, step the feet together, lateral bend to the right, lateral bend to the left, and then hands back at the heart. So you just did one round of a moon salutation. Wonderful. Let's do the other side. We're gonna inhale up. We're gonna go side to side, left first. Keep your breath going, then right. And then lower the arms, come back out with the feet, and we lower into star pose. So pause here. If it feels nice, come up onto the balls of the feet and reach the arms up. And then we're gonna bend the knees and come into 3 squats. 1, 2, 3. Place, Finnegan, stop, place. So we did 3 squats, good. Arms out to the sides, turn your left toes out 90 degrees. Arms are at shoulder level, sink the shoulders a bit, and bend the left knee into warrior 3. Excellent. Straighten left leg, bump the hips to the right, lean left with the upper body, and then exhale to lower down into triangle. We can look up at the right hand, we can look out, we can look down. Strong legs, strong core. And then we're gonna charge back up. No, we're not. We're gonna come back down, and we're gonna bend that left knee, and we're gonna lower both hands to the floor. Good. Then we're gonna bring our right knee down. We're gonna bring our hands together, lift up. You can uncurl that back foot. Big inhale, breath, exhale, twist to the left. Second option, take your hand, your right hand into a fist and put the left hand on top and see if you can catch in behind that knee. One more breath. The goal is to bring your hands as close to the heart as possible. Good, then release, bring your hands back to the floor. We're gonna come into devotion, lifting the arms up, big inhale, then exhale, a mini back bend. Inhale, reach forwards. This is the transition. We draw our left foot in a little bit, closer to the right knee, right hand on the floor, left hand on the floor, and stand up into your half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. How does that feel? So do this against the wall, try it a couple times. Maybe you even get to the place you can bring your left hand to your left chest, to your heart. One more breath. Your hand can be in a block here too, or against the wall. Do it against the wall, or your leg is down. Good, release the leg gracefully. Right leg comes down, right hand comes down, and we gently walk our feet, our hands to center, pardon me. So both your feet are open, and we're in this nice little forward fold. A variation of a twist here, bring your elbow to the floor and lift up to the left, then release, then bring your left elbow to the floor. And again, just a variation. Instead of your hand, you might be like, that's too much, I can't do it. Maybe give it a try, who knows what will happen. And then release both hands back down. Then we toe heel walk our feet a little closer together, bend the knees and roll the body up to standing. Come together with the hands overhead, feet come together, little half moon, lateral bend, one way, the other way, and then come back to center. Release your hands. So I want you to think about a few things here. I want you to think about daydreaming. I want you to think about wishes. I want you to think about dreams coming true. How do you feel right now? Hands are together at the heart, creating a bunch of 11s. 5 11s. I know I'm weird, and I know that's why you like me. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and maybe even make a comment. So hands are at the heart, one more breath. Good. Release your hands. Let's do a little bit of Qigong just to balance things out. Feet are gonna be shoulder width apart, arms are at your sides, and we're just gonna start to spiral our arms from side to side. This is called opening the door of life. We're opening this master door right in the middle of our body, and the Chinese word for that is Mingmen. And when my husband hears me say it, he's like, did you say mean men? Close, it's Ming, M-I-N-G, Mingmen. And this means that we're connecting with the center of our body, we're allowing this release happening through our entire being. And I want you to think about creating heaven on earth. It's not a place we go to, it's a vibration. It's said to be the 5th dimension or higher, where we create a space where unconditional light and love connects us all. Your hands are making a little bit of contact along the belt channel of the body, the front and the back. And did you notice? Did you notice? Did you notice? Good. Slow it down, and then come back to center. Just pause for a moment. Another great thing to do is shaking. So we're gonna just shake our body. We're gonna shake off any yucky energy. We're gonna imagine that we're like the leaves on the trees in the fall. We're changing color, and the focus is on the exhale, is on the letting go. So let's take an inhale, and then a long exhale breath. Shaking. Let your heels bounce in and up to the floor. See how that feels. Shaking. One more breath. X-rated dog yoga. Just joking. So silly. One more breath. I know I just said that, but let's just do it. It feels so darn good. Good. And then you come to pause. I want you to bring your hands together and rub them together. Rub, rub, rub. Create some warmth and friction and energy. And then we're going to make an energy ball, a chi ball. Open your hands and then bring them back together. Maybe you close your eyes so you can sense and feel almost like a magnetic push. The hands push away. And then when they draw back, it's almost like there's this liquid love field of healing energy. So just have that in front of you, and then bring your hands in front of your lower belly. Visualize hot white light at that Mingmen area, that Dantian, the lower elixir field at the lower belly. Then come to your hands at your heart and gently bring this golden light into your heart. Stop and sit. Stop and sit. Not you guys. Stop and sit. Chaka-kaka. Chaka-kaka. Are you envisioning golden warm light at your heart? And then we're going to float the hands in front of the third eye and visualizing purple healing light coming into the brain. Good. Balancing the earth, nature, and heavenly energies within you. Let's bring the hands to the lower belly, and we're going to finish off with centering. Bringing your left arm out to the side, sweep through those 3 forces, and then down the center line of the body. Then we take the right arm and sweep it out through earth, nature, and sky, and then bring it down through mind, heart, and belly. Go out to the sides through earth, humanity, the heavens, and come down through the wisdom center, through the love center, and then through the energy center, vitality. One more time each side.
Get your own visualization. Just imagine your body centering and grounding here and now. And in Asia, in the Eastern world, the most highly practiced form of meditation is standing. So when you finish, bring your feet close together, interlace your hands at the thumb joint, and place over your lower dantian the elixir field or gem field or energy bank account. Thank you for being patient with the animals. Sometimes not sure if it's even worth having them here. Clearly I've gained my incredible yoga audience through the antics of these two dogs. So your hands are over your lower belly and you're just like a bamboo in the wind. You can even bring your feet together. Just notice your body rocking and swaying. Please stop. That's enough. And we finish off like a bamboo in the wind, all nice and calm. I'm so calm right now. Are you so calm? Bamboo in the wind. Thank you so much for joining. Let's have a wonderful day. Enjoy the 1111 portal today and every day. Stop and sit and look. Stop and sit and look. I wish you guys a wonderful day. Bring your hands to your heart. The light in me greatly honors and sees the light in you. Namaste. I know what my wish is right now. Have a great day and don't forget to give.